at a conference organized by the International Bar Association about the globalization of investment funds. And actually the key discussion was all the effect of the crisis on investments. Organization of lawyers from bar all across the world, and they have section North American, Middle East, Asia. It's a huge organization, and they are very active and organized. Depending on your interest, there are a lot of, and how things are affecting long-term or short-term the investment market. So that was basically what we discussed for 2 days and a half. So it was,
wow.
Yeah. But yeah, we are aiming certainly with the same type of regulations for everybody. That's what the goal is. And so is what happened recently. It's going to be easier to implement and have coordination for this type of regulation that, let's say, 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So something will happen, but maybe not as soon as we think it's going to happen, because it's going to take time. The second thing is the people. And what was interesting is asking and discussing and what put us in a situation like that. And the answer was always greed and stupidity. So I think that in a short term, certainly the position of the investor is going to change a lot. I mean, people don't think the same way now that they were thinking a year ago. Nowadays, so the investors are going to be more careful. They were buying things they didn't know, or products they didn't know or hardly know. We have seen that with Madoff and everything. So now they want to know what they buy. They want more transparency. So they're going to be much more careful, and they're going to go away from emerging markets and alternative funds, certainly but all that, everybody agrees it's a 5-year trend. So it's not really a long-term trend, because the trend is people forget. So in 5 years, the only thing which really will have changed is the regulation, and that's the only thing that may protect us from another type of collapse, so they can work together. And we go back to the whole issue of globalization and governance, because it's exactly the topic we were discussing with the New School of Athens, which is, and what is interesting is before we discuss that as an idea, but now what is happening brings us to that. I mean, there is no choice. You need better regulations, you need global regulations. Like at one time we needed rules for commerce, global international commerce. Now we need rules for international investments. So that's interesting.
That's welcome back.